penis and generating a translation of equal relating between us.
If I'm conversing with you and I'm giving you my truth, but then you spit some bars, it just rubbed me a little wrong.
Hey guys, and welcome to boy, what my voice there. Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. Talking to you guys about really to love. Okay, we're talking with Lamont, and the biggest mistake that he made as to why he's going home. Okay, we're going about it, right? So we don't make these dating mistakes. But if you're new to the channel, make sure you like it, you share, you subscribe, you click on that bell button for notification of the what up loads. And for those of you who are returnees, you already know what it is, baby. You got the minerals. You got the minerals. Stay hydrated. Why? Because the streets out there are hot. All right, let's get into the video. But before we do, let's do our little intro, baby. Why? Because it's important that we do this. Brother, when I hear that jam, okay, listen, anyway, let's talk about Lamont. Now, the thing about Lamont is it's really interesting, okay? So in this particular scene, I want to just play back exactly what happened here, okay? We're going to go slightly back, all right? Let me go to here. Okay, let's play it from here.
Yeah,
I'm an overthinker.
See? I feel like my first connection right now is with Aisha. I'm a sucker for accents.
Tell me what you do.
So, cyber...
Pause. Okay, so I want to pause there, right? Because I think when we're talking about how people present themselves, appearance is everything, but so is your energy, and so is how you hold yourself. Okay, how you move, how you hold yourself, how your tone is, how your delivery is, what the words you say, what words you choose to say. All of that plays into a complete individual person, a personality and a personhood. Okay, and what you'll realize about Lamont is I think you pick up quite early. He is someone who, you know, let's be honest, like it feels a bit socially awkward, a little bit like there's anxiousness and nervousness that is involved in the way that maybe he operates. Now, just want to bring it back to this point here. I noticed something that when he went to put his hand in a pocket, it wasn't a cool move. You know, there are two, you know, you can see two people do something the same and it looks completely different, right? Because of how they did it, the energy, the timing, the way that their mentality and their mindset works, it flows into their action, right? That's why when someone can hit the whoa, some people's looks whoa, some people's looks is like whoa, and some people's like it just looks they're doing the exact same move, but some people's move looks, and others looks like, because technique's involved, okay, confidence is involved, all right, the way the hand even moves, the head tilt, how the head, all of that is key and important to making that move look as authentic and as tight and as whoa as possible. So when he puts his hand in his pocket, I sense nervousness, right? Let's just have a little look.
Security account management.
Do you see that? Do you see what he did? He went to put his hand in his pocket, then he took it out quickly, and he put his hand by his side. He was nervous. It's all antics of anxiousness. Okay, it's not exuding confidence. Those little touches, little glimmer things, people pick up on it. People pick up. Look, if I'm sitting down and I'm going, yeah, you're gonna pick up on that. You're gonna pick up on it. Those little movements. The eye sees those movements, and the eye is interpreting information. Right. So when I saw that, I said, okay, he's nervous, right? He's nervous. All right, let's play a little bit.
And then, you know, outside of that, my passion is with my pen. Nice. So
now he's about to go somewhere. Here's the thing. He's outside of that, my passion is my pen. Okay. Now I know she said she was a little bit annoyed because obviously, you know, she was telling him her truth and he decided to spit some bars. First and foremost, the fact that she considered it to be bars is where the problem lies, because bars has a certain perceived image. Okay, all right. It's not perceived as something that is poetic and loving and caring and sultry per se, right? In the art form as such, right? It's got more of a hard edge. I'm trying to think of words that are not hood. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say hood, but it's got a certain aura around when you rap, when you spit some bars. Okay, spitting bars is a spoken word. There's a rhythm that comes with spoken word that's slightly different. There's a flow and a melody, a melodic rhythm that goes with spoken word that some people can implement that makes it much more different to what we then say spitting bars is about. And the fact is that she called it spitting bars rather than saying, oh, his poetry was nice, right? And so when he began to speak his bars, that was the problem. It came out as bars, not as a spoken word, which is more seen as a more loving kind of art form, or poetic or romantic art form. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's have a look.
Spoken word. She said I was patient, that she loves the sensation of me understanding that it takes patience. Statements with mental stimulation, not fornication, and demonstrating with my penis.
Sir. It is too early. It's way too early. You don't know this, ladies. Way too early. Know your audience. Okay, dropping the word penis is probably not the best thing to do right now. Right? You have to use a euphemism or use a an entendres out here or whatever. Double entendres, those will work because they slip underneath the radar. They make it acceptable. All right. So I said I was making a point about this, that 90s music, as you just heard there from Brandy. Yeah. When you hear 90s music, they are talking about sex just as raw as they're talking about sex in 2020. Okay. The only difference is someone's saying, I put it in your mouth, and someone else is saying, listen, I want to rub you down. Listen, it's the same thing. Okay. I want you to do me like I'm strong. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing but it's different. It's the way it's put across. It's the way it's presented. You know what I mean? The way the 90s presented music, 90s hip hop, African American hip hop and R&B, how it presented sex and love was was more romantic. Right? In 2020, it's like going to see a woman and saying sleep with me without going on a date, romancing her, doing all that kind of stuff, and then dating her. You just literally want to go and sleep to bed with her. That's how 2020 is. Like when they're talking about sex, it's just very direct. Whereas in the 90s, it's a bit more like, want to take you out, and then I want to rub you down, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it makes it present it that way. So the presentation is so key. So using the word penis on the first time you're meeting someone, okay, is a very strong word. Penis, okay, vagina, strong words. Pussy, strong words. Sorry for your kids to listen to this, but I'm just saying these are words that are strong. And see, the fact that I have to say sorry is exactly what I'm talking about. But if I was to say, if you had said poussoir, it's got a little bit more of a panache to it. You know what I mean, right? If you're using it at work, she sat on my drive stick. It's a bit different than saying straight up. You know what I'm saying? Those words are important. Now, talking about sex when you've just met someone is probably not the best thing to be doing, sir. Yeah? It's probably not the best thing to be doing. You haven't got a buy-in. So we need to chill. She doesn't know you as a poet either, so we need to chill. Those are buying moments. It wasn't for now. And that was a big mistake by him. Let's see what she said.
And generating a translation of equal relating between us.
If I'm conversing with you and I'm giving you my truth,
and I think that's part of the problem, that she was kind of saying her truth, and she probably wanted to either he to listen more or for him to actually, reply with something that would be also of the same level of her being vulnerable and sharing something. And I think she felt maybe he wasn't doing that by trying to spit the pen game. Actually, the pen game was more to impress her than anything else. It wasn't like, someone might like, let's say for instance, if it's just a thing that you do, like I like to dance, right? So if you see me, I might be saying something to you and I might start dancing. I'm not trying to impress you. That's just me. I just literally, sometimes I'll be walking and the music will come out, but no, I'm sorry, my bad. I'm not trying to impress you. I am not doing it to impress you. But it sounded a little bit like you were saying that I got a pen game and then trying to spit something to impress her. So it wasn't really natural. It's more of a case it's almost coming off too try hard. Yeah, it's coming off too try hard. I think that's what it was. That was a bit of a problem for a lot of people. Let me even go earlier on, because I think there was a good conversation that I noticed something else, and it was just typical of what I was thinking. Okay, now look at this. Look how his jacket is sitting on his body. Now, it might have been the wind might have been blowing, so I'm going to give him a little bit of leeway, but it just doesn't look like it's sitting right on his body. Appearance is everything. right? And it's not even like it looks sloppy, it just looks awkward. He looks like a socially awkward person, even though he might not necessarily be, but your appearance is showing that out to be, right? If you've ever seen someone that dresses sharp, man, don't matter if they're big, small, whatever, if they know how to dress, they know how to dress. They'll make sure they wear it to the hilt, right? And that's important because it speaks a lot about their mindset, how they see things, and etc. And this is first impression. So now look how the jacket's in off his body. Now
Here because of the frustration from trying to date and trying to find, the right person.
Pause. Did you see what he was doing? If you didn't notice it, you should scroll back and watch it again. What was he doing? He wasn't standing still. He was swaying from side to side. Again, it shows no composure, shows that you're nervous, shows that you're awkward, shows you're anxious. That consistent swaying. He was probably just trying to steady himself. There was a lot. Maybe it was cold. I don't know. Maybe as well. He's thinking like, do you know what? Frick it. Like, I want to just calm myself down. Either way, at the end of the day, when he did that, it showed that there was a lack of confidence, right? To the outer shell.
I have been single for 7 years. And to be honest, as a man, it was me. I became closed off. You have to do some.
So and as I said, he hasn't been dating for the last 7 years. And sometimes when you're not in that constant space, you can come off a little bit more nervous because you're trying to get your groove back in, and you're trying to get your confidence back up as well, because it's been a little while since you've been in that space. And that's also understandable, but it does show, and it does tell, and it happens even to me sometimes when let's say for instance I'm at a gym, right? I remember the other day I was at a gym, right? And I wanted someone to help with my TikTok in it. I was getting nervous. I was like, I'm getting nervous. And I was like, bro, why am I getting nervous, blood? I need to film a TikTok and I need a girl in it. Go and ask her. Right? So I just like, oh, come on. Got myself up, dust myself, and went and said, hey, sorry, I need your help. I just went straight, boom, I need your help. Right? And the conversation was just jokes, right? They said they don't want to do it, and I said that's cool. But we had a good little 5-minute conversation. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of it, I left it. Right now, once I did the first one, I went to the second girl. I was like, "Listen, I need you to TikTok." She was like, "No." I was like, "We had another good 5-minute, 10-minute conversation." Right? It was just chills and vibes, jokes. Right? And then I remember the other day, I wanted to get this girl to help me in this TikTok. Listen, I asked some girls to help me in TikTok. Yes, because TikTok with women in it looks better. Just saying it. It's just so obvious truth. I'm a businessman. And I said to her, she was coming past. I see her once or twice come past, right? And I was standing there, and she came past. Guess what I said? I said, "Are you Ghanaian?" But I said it with low chest. I was nervous. I don't know, and do you know why? Because I hadn't had a conversation. I hadn't really had a conversation with her. I just came from my house. I was a bit rusty. I was like, you have to get into a flow of it. For me, I sometimes get into a flow of it, right? And when I asked her, I said, "Yeah, that was dumb." Do you know why? There was no confidence. There was no strength there. The way I asked it, and do you know what? Also, because I was standing in the middle of the gym and I was doing my videos, blah blah blah, right? I think we kind of saw each other from far away, and then she was walking across. Do you know what it should have been? I should have moved. It's about confidence. Do you know what I'm saying? When you show that awkwardness, the person can pick it up. You feel what I'm saying? Now, it might not have gone a different way. Maybe she's not open to have a conversation. Who knows? But I think you got to give yourself the best chance, right? And body language is so key. If you come there with confidence, listen. When I came to those other girls that other day when I did it, but I had no shoes on. I had socks on. I came in there and said, "Listen, hey, look, I'm filming on TikTok. I need your help. Like I need you." And they were laughing and we were laughing and joking, and because of the way I came about it, the confidence was there. And that's what you need to be doing. Confidence is king, people, on a first appearance. You know what I'm saying? And the way this is sitting on his body.
The self-care and all that stuff first. A lot of people don't do that.
I'm a huge proponent of the self-care.
Yeah. I had a bunch of voids in my life. I feel alone.
So it just came across that certain way. Now, I don't think Lamont's a bad guy. I think if the show gave them more opportunities, he would probably get a bit more of a looking. But, unfortunately... It didn't come off that way. It's unfortunate. But anyway, guys, we're going to love you and leave you. Let us know your thoughts down below. What do you think about Lamont being kicked off? I know that obviously introverts don't always get a good response on the show, but it is what it is. It is that type of show. So like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification of what the uploads. And for those of you returnees, you already know what it is, baby. You got the minerals. You got the minerals.
Little Black Book. You know what time it is.